My name is Chris, and welcome to Haywood Homestead. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I hope all of you are having a wonderful 2023 so far. Today, I'm going to be wrapping up our budget for the month of December. It's hard to believe we're already into a new year. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, over to December budget we go. And let's go ahead and see what our actual amounts were. When we lay out our budget, I always put what we project to do as far as our income, expenses, what we want to save in the month, and how much we have left over to go into a spending account. And let's go ahead and go over what our month looked like. So for December, we had projected to bring in a total of $4,830. Our actual amount for our income was $983.11. I've got a paper behind here so it doesn't bleed through too much. I just wanted to use a color that stood out and I could not find my red pen. So here we have it. This is a, what is this? It's a, oh, okay. It's a big marking fine point permanent marker. So that'll have to work for today. All right, so let's figure out what our difference was. So we projected 4,830. We brought in 4983.11. So we ended up bringing in $153.11 more, which was a great thing. So for expenses, which includes things like housing items, as well as we had a bill in here, electric, which is part of housing, car insurance, life insurance, gas, phones, and a few other things. As you see here, we projected to spend $3,372. And let's go through and we'll mark which ones that were different than what we budgeted for. So to start off with, electric came in at just $49. We had we budget $250 a month for electric, and so even though that's normally higher, that 49 looks crazy, but that's okay. Even though $250 has been higher since we've started budgeting that, but we know that when the year progresses and we get into the warmer months, it will go up quite significantly. But our power bill was only $49 for December, and this was usage from a temporary electric pole that we have on our work site where we're building our new home at. Let's see, so car insurance, we ended up spending $0, and the reason for that is we switched our car insurance carrier in December. We were with Geico. We switched to Allstate. Geico was going to go up just over $100 a month on our policy to start the new year off with, and I thought that was ridiculous. We did have a small claim against our insurance a month or two ago, which was a parked car incident. My wife backed into the back of her father-in-law's truck, and he wanted to, of course, get the truck fixed. It's a newer truck. So we did have a little claim against us for that. But we just thought over $100 a month was a little bit extreme. So we called around and found a much better rate. And you'll see what our new rate is as we go into our budget for January. So we canceled our insurance with Geico right before the payment was due. So we did not have $170 to pay for last month. And we also got about a $50 credit on our policy that was left over. So gas, which is, we never can budget to the dollar, is always different. And so gas, we spent $549.04. So we spent $49.04 more on gas. So for electric, we spent $201 less than budgeted, and then of course we didn't spend any of the $170 for car insurance. So our actual came in for all of these expenses was $3,050, and didn't mean to shake the camera there. I'm looking at my cheat sheet to the side here. 40 cents. So the difference between what we budgeted with our actual was $33.72. Take away $3,050.40. And so we ended up spending $321.60 less in our expenses category, which was pretty good. Coming down here to savings, we had projected to save $600 throughout the month. A lot of these were changed a little bit. This is where we have the most fluctuation because we want to save a certain amount for a certain thing before the month begins, and then as the month progresses and we go through, have to spend money on other things. Sometimes the savings for items might not get reached, and sometimes it gets reached plus more, and which we of course like to see. But our savings account, we had wanted to put $200 into that. We were only able to put $185.79. It's hard to write small with this fat marker, but I'm going to put $185.79 for savings account. Mortgage, we had already funded that for the year, so that stayed the same. Vacation, we had wanted to save $75. We ended up putting aside $85, so that was a $10 difference to the good. Car maintenance got $70, so we doubled that, which was great. Small emergency fund, we ended up saving $10 more toward this, so we got $70. Gifts got an extra $10 as well, so that got $20. Coming over here to pet health, which is for vet expenses as well as medicines for our pets. We saved $80 into this, so a nice difference there. Litter robot got a little bump in savings, so we saved $18 for that. Amanda, we were only she only got $70 in cash versus the $80 we budgeted. And sometimes I wonder how these amounts are so much different than what we project. But based on paychecks and of course we had more room. We had $170 left from car insurance that we ended up putting towards savings. So I think that was the main reason some of these got a lot more than others. But then one of them got $10 less, so it's hard to determine exactly how things happen, but here they are. And then our $300 savings challenge we were doing got $7, so we had wanted to put $100 into that. As you will see in our first cash stuffing video for the year later this week, we did away with this challenge. Actually, we had a good bit of money into that. In fact, I think I've already mentioned this, but we used what was left in that fund and divided it into other sinking funds. So some of these categories got way more than what I put here in red, but it was money already saved in the savings challenge. But overall in the month, these categories got a good bit more than what I put here. But I don't like to count savings twice since it was already saved. I didn't want to add it to these actual amounts. So our actual savings amount for December was $605.79. So we were almost on target. We saved $5.79 more, which is a good thing. We saved more than planned. All right, coming down here to spending, So, as mentioned before, the way our bank account is set up, we have a savings account, we have a expense account, which all of these categories here, money goes into the expense account, and then we have a spending, or we have an expense account, then we have a spending account. And so any money that's left over, once we take our income and deduct all of our expenses, everything that's planned for the month, that leftover money goes into a spending account. And the spending account for us is used for groceries and any miscellaneous item that isn't a line item on our budget. So with that little bit of spiel, and I will show y'all soon how we do our budget. I did a video a while back. I wasn't real happy with it, but hopefully I can do a better job when I redo that. So our actual for this was $1,326.92. So the difference here was 1326.92, take away 858. So we ended up having a surplus in our spending account of $468.92. So overall, I think we did pretty good in the month of December. As you'll see, I'm going to have a January budget video up right after this one. As you will see in that video, there will be quite a few changes as far as how our budget looks for the new year. Income will be about the same because nothing's changed there, but how we categorize everything will be different, as well as there will be some things listed here that you won't see beginning this month, January. But anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope all of you are doing well with your budget so far. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.